Hello, this is Tibbs the Unknown, and I'm here with another trailer reaction. This one is another Avengers Doomsday teaser. Um, I believe. Now, I have avoided spoilers. Like, I did not watch any of it, but I do know that it's supposed to feature Wakanda and that Fantastic Four. And I just finished watching the Fantastic Four like this past weekend. Like I didn't go see it in theaters. I wish I had. It was a really great movie. I don't know why people wanted to shit on this movie. Um, I thought it was a great movie. I think it's the one of the best ones, honestly, in a long time. Um, Thunderbolts was pretty good. I'm not shitting on Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts or Avengers with a Z was pretty good, but um, the Fantastic Four by far their best one in a very very long time. Put aside Thunderbolts, which I thought was actually pretty good, but yeah, Fantastic Four, whew, that was really good. Um, so and at the end, again, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert for those who have not seen Fantastic Four. I recommend you do. Um, Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. You can probably just try to skip ahead, on your own. um, when I actually started reacting to this trailer, but we saw Doom have Franklin, the baby, uh, Sue's baby. So that was like, damn, really, bro? So it kind of does make it feel like he's going after all the Avengers kids, which is kind of fucking weird. Weirdo. Alright. Doom being a fucking weirdo. Just, he's coming after these kids, bro. Alright. Obviously, there's got to be something to it. Obviously, there's something to it if he's going after all of the Avengers kids so far. Because so far, you already see Steve going, Steve with his kid, with his little baby in his hands. Okay, because babies seem to be the focal point of whatever the fuck's about to happen. And then yeah, Thor, praying for his daughter that he can get through this shit. And then at the what I just said with the Fantastic Four at the end where Doom is holding Sue's baby Franklin. So and that looming threat that Franklin could become. Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and just jump right into this, man. Without any more rambling and talking about shit before. Let's just go ahead and just jump right into this. Alright, here we go. Okay. Shuri is the new
I've
Black
lost
Panther.
everyone that matters to me.
Shit, you have, girl.
The king has his duties to prepare our people for the afterlife. I have mine.
M'Baku.
M'Baku of Wakanda.
Nice.
Then, Yancey Street between Groom and Grant.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay, I gotta see if there was anything I missed. Oh, so I'm gonna watch it again.
I've lost everyone that matters to me. The king has his duties to prepare our people for the afterlife.
Namor? That's Namor.
I have mine.
M'Baku.
King M'Baku of Wakanda.
Hey, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Okay.
Then, Yancey Street between Groom and Grant.
So, okay, I did not. And why I said that King Mbaku is you know, of Wakanda, I was like, whoa, really? Interesting. Okay, so I didn't watch Black the last Black Panther movie again because for the most part, I've been turned off by a lot of Marvel content, especially the movie content. Um, mainly, mainly because it just feels like they're doing more like they're trying to put content out there just to fit their timeline rather than actually make good content, making good, great movies. You know, it wasn't like in the beginning because here's the thing: um, the Phase One, the Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, all those movies that were in Phase One, it was like when they were starting up, it was like you were just playing with house money. If it didn't work, it didn't work. You didn't have too much invested in it because it was already just the first phase, and if it failed, then that was it. Um, there's also just this time and just trying to make each movie great so then people will be like, yeah, I really like this, I love this, I love this movie, I love the Captain America movie, I love the Iron Man movie, I love the Thor movie. And I just felt like they put so much care into those movies and it made us really care about the characters. And I just felt like as the phases went by, I felt like less care went into those movies and just became this whole thing. Well, I gotta place this here and I gotta place this here, there, and just to fit a damn timeline. So then everybody like, oh yeah, because that's the excuse. Because this movie, if you didn't watch this movie, then you may have missed this part, this critical part in here, which kind of makes sense because I did not watch um the last Black Panther movie, so I'm gonna have to go check it out now, um, just to see how everything all played out. I did hear it was kind of 50-50. I know some people said it was pretty good, but then also didn't like Shuri taking over as Black Panther. I mean, I didn't necessarily have a problem with it. For me, it had to feel organic. So I gotta watch the movie to see. So I don't really have a problem with her necessarily being Black Panther. Essentially, I just have to go see. If it was forced, then I can see why people didn't like it. If it was organic, and then it's just people just hating just to hate. But for me, that's the problem that I think Marvel has been facing lately is that they just put content out there just to fit a timeline rather than actually making sure it's really great. Which surprised me with Fantastic Four because I was surprised because I was figuring they were just going to really bog it down with the typical Marvel BS, but there was a lightheartedness, but there was also like this sense of danger and a sense of like shit, this can get really bad. And I felt like there was a genuine authenticity to Fantastic Four and even to Thunderbolts that the other movies did not have. And I felt like that and I felt like that is what is so hard. People, I'm losing my train of thought now because something popped up on my screen. Like, click. Now I lost my train of thought. Give me a second. Okay, so I said that the other two, the Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, had like this genuine authenticity of like this real like there was like care to these projects. And I felt like a lot of the MCU stuff before those were not that great. The only ones that were actually pretty good were their TV shows, and then all of a sudden they weren't necessarily canon. You couldn't use those guys because they were on part of Netflix. It was a whole fucking mess. But now I'm hearing about the whole that Sony's now quit being a little bitch and actually gonna let the MCU let Marvel use some Spider-Man characters. So Miles Morales looks like he could be let off the hook. Break the chains, put this man in the MCU pronto. I'm telling you this right now. It's time to get Miles Morales on the screen, on the big screen, and to do it in a way that feels organic and doesn't feel like it's forced. I feel like Peter's story is just about finished in a way of him being the main big Spider-Man. I think it's time we go and we move towards Miles and tell a different story. I mean, there is a way, like, again, this genuine authenticity. It's probably like saying the same thing, but it's just like of just caring about the movies and about the stuff you put out there. And I just feel like Marvel has not done that enough in the last few phases, that they need to go ahead and just, with this new phase after, with Avengers Doomsday coming soon, coming this year, and then going forward, this just needs to be more care about their products than just putting it out there to fit a fucking timeline. That's the thing that I felt like Marvel lost its heart, and then it just feels like everything's just has not been genuine. So, that was my thoughts, and this was veering off this. Speaking for this right here, it's pretty cool because I think I do know that something about Sue Reed is supposed to be spending a lot of time with what's his name, Namor, and I feel sorry for Reed. Um, but yeah, you can kind of see the little bit of cracks in with Reed and Sue, and it was because he's so analytical, and he's just, and there's just, I think what she's looking for is someone with passion, is what I want to say, or just more like a, even though the odds are this and that, they're willing to push past that. It's something, but I just feel like you could kind of see where she had enough of him just going by the numbers. She wants somebody to think outside the box or to feel outside the box. And the thing about Reed is that I think he feels everything, but he puts it into numbers. And so it's a lot of stuff, and I'm just kind of rambling here. But yeah, maybe I'm rambling. Maybe it's actually useful information. I don't know. But yeah. So I had to see. I did see a report of them probably bringing in his like bringing in the son, Black Panther's son, the original Black Panther son. So that should be pretty good. If it's the son, if it's actually them trying to replace Chadwick Boseman's character as Black Panther, I don't know about that one. I think a lot of it's just when you had the opportunity to do it, you should have done it there. I mean, I guess they could if they're gonna do a multiverse thing, but I think a lot of people would be fine if it was his son that took over the Black Panther mantle. But yeah, this trailer just tells me that it looks like they're gearing up for a fight and they're gonna work together. The Wakandans, they have the resources that the Fantastic Four do not have on their Earth. And obviously Wakandans, they have like the most advanced technology. So what my guess is they're going to be working together to figure out how to stop this shit from happening. With Doom and trying to keep their universes from dying out, being destroyed. So yeah, that's my shock value. No, but each one is kind of like putting like little puzzle pieces together. So you had in the first one, you had Cap, kind of like in his timeline with his baby, and you know that's gonna factor in because again, it seems like Doom's going after these people's kids. Thor and in the current timeline with his daughter, and then you have on the other side Sue and as you have Sue, you have the Fantastic Four. Okay, Fantastic Four over there with the Wakandans trying to figure out their thing, and I'm pretty sure that eventually it's going to come to this big cataclysmic situation where you probably would get a fight between them because they're coming at it from different angles, maybe, and they're from different Earths, so they probably have different things that they're fighting for than the other side is, and then eventually they'll come together and they'll figure out a way to outsmart Doom. That's my theory on the whole thing, and that is enough of my rambling. Let me know in the comment section what you think is gonna happen here, and Avengers Doomsday, specifically with the Wakandans and Fantastic Four working together to do their own thing. Yeah. So yeah, just let me know in the comment section how you feel. My reaction to this wasn't like over the top, but it was kind of like trying to figure out what exactly, like my thoughts going into it, seeing this stuff right here. But like I say, I need to go see that Black Panther movie that I have not seen. I mean, I did hear about some parts, but I have to see the movie in its totality to actually give my thoughts on it. But yeah, it would make sense because if you think about it, she's the only one left. The only thing that makes sense would be Shuri taking over as Black Panther. But even right there when I was looking at her, it just kind of just felt a little weird having her as Black Panther. I don't know. It just felt weird. But we'll see what happens going forward. Alright, you guys, thank you for watching this reaction. Thank you for watching me ramble on and on and on and on and all the thoughts that were going on in my head. I just wanted to get that all out there. Thank you guys for the views. Thank you guys for the subscriptions. I wouldn't mind a few more. No, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you guys, stay safe out there. The world keeps getting fucking crazier. So always cherish the moments. Cherish the good times. Cherish your loved ones. And just keep going. You're still breathing in and out. Keep going for your dreams. They're not that far out of reach as much as you think they are. And just believe in yourself, even when you feel like doubting yourself. Like, for me, I feel like doubting myself almost every fucking day. But you just got to kind of just push through it and keep moving forward. Eventually, you'll get there. Alright. I will see you guys in the next video. Again, you guys, stay safe.